bound to be just another calamity. Turning back is bound to be just another calamity. Yeah. Turning back is bound to be just another calamity. Turning back is bound to be just another calamity. Yeah. Turning back is bound to be just another calamity. Turning back is bound to be just another calamity. Yeah.
All right, everyone, let's get right into it. So, hello and welcome, everyone. This is Doc Williams with Build With Me, and this is, what episode are we on tonight? We're on episode 13. So, tonight, what are we going to be doing? On Build With Me, we're going to be talking about how you can be creating your own newsletter with automation. So you're not going to be having to stress and worry about creating a blog post and then copying and pasting. We're going to show you how you create your own curated email list one time with all of your content, so that way all of your people can see all the great things that you're putting out. So tonight we're going to be talking about that, and we're going to be talking about how to do that with SendFox and ConvertKit. So come with me. All right, everyone. So, like we were talking about, tonight is all about creating a newsletter and doing this in a really streamlined way. So we're going to be using something called SendFox. Now, if you haven't seen SendFox, it automatically sends customized emails to your subscribers, followers, and fans. And right now, it's $49 lifetime. You can find this on appsumo.com right now, appsumo.com/SendFox, and you can get this. Now, what are the benefits? Why would you do something like this? Well, I'm going to show you what SendFox can do, and then also another option is using ConvertKit. But the reason I would look at SendFox, okay, so if you're looking at something where you're not trying to pay monthly for emails, right now you can get 5,000 subscribers for $49. That's it, right? So you don't have to pay monthly, you don't have to pay $29, all this stuff. Comes with a lot of cool stuff. Comes with a landing page creator. It's a really, really easy way to have all of your blog posts become emails, all of those things. And it integrates with Zapier. It has an open API. And you can add King Sumo to it for doing contests. So it's a really good idea. Now, oh, and by the way, let's go back here. So this is the new studio. I should have said that also. So this is the studio, our home studio that we just created. If you look at past videos, you'll see the brick background. That was in our main office, but because, again, social distancing and we're quarantined for 40 days, we rebuilt this. And if you can see this, we rebuilt the brick and everything like that. So yeah, so we're in the new studio. My wife did most of it. I was just here to make sure for moral support. But yeah, so tell me what you think about the new studio as well. Also, too, if you look at it, we have a different setup now for our camera, a new lighting box, everything like that. If you look at it, we have our new podcasting setup right here. So just keeping that in mind. And if you're asking, some of the people in the chat are asking, what am I using? I'm using something called a Stream Deck right here. So I can automate a lot of the things that I do on air, start everything, switch screens, all that kind of stuff using this. So there's going to be an episode, if you care about what I'm using and want to know how to do this yourself, there's going to be a whole episode how you set up your hardware to do this kind of stuff too. So let's get back into what I was talking about. SendFox. So SendFox allows you to basically create a newsletter. Now, if you're wondering, like, everyone does newsletters, I don't really care. What's the point of it? Well, I want to show you a couple different newsletters that are over 7 figures in that they make annually just because they're newsletter. So right here, the hustle.co is one of them. If you look at trends.co, trends.co is makes over 7 figures a year just with a curated newsletter that you pay over what is it, $295 a year, and people are signing up for it all the time. Let's see about this. We're getting some comments in the chat. Let's see what we got here. Okay, got a lot of this. Karima, thank you for joining us. What we got here? I'm going to have to learn to switch views. That's right. When you're using that for Ecamm, what you can do is use hotkeys if you want to switch back and forth. So say, for instance, I'm here and then going back. You can use different hotkeys in the options for camera, but I've got Stream Deck, Elgato, I'll show you that right after, that does everything. That's the same way I can do overlays like that, all from the same thing. So thank you. Keep the questions coming too. Okay, so we have that. So Trends is a really good example that it's all it is an email once a week, and they're giving you what's happening in the world, and perhaps I might be having a new article coming out soon as well. And show the chat on the screen. That's right. So you've got this right here where you can switch over, where you can have this. Will this help you bookmark? You know what? That's a good question. I'm still working on that. I haven't figured out how to do bookmark. You know what? We're going to do this on the stream tonight. We're going to look at how to bookmark for live streaming as well, because I'm getting tired of that. I'm getting fed up with that. And we'll go from there. Okay, so let me put this on agenda. Originally, I'm going to be talking about newsletter. We're going to add to the agenda, let's see, for live streaming setup. Live streaming setup for bookmarking. And let me know too, is the mic good? Is the mic a good setup right here? Is it better than before because of the positioning? I'm trying to hear the difference, but let me know when you're watching. Is this a good setup for the mic? Okay. Okay, so we're going to show this real quick, how you can create a newsletter. Let me ask you this. Everyone that's watching live, do you want me to do the bookmarking that will help with the streamlining of the process of recording, or should I do creating a newsletter first? Let me know. Just wait a couple seconds. Maybe I should have some background music until I get some responses. Let me switch over.
So now can you tell me when you want to be in time? There's a million different places and a million different heights. I'll climb the tallest of the mountains, the highest place I find, so that I can look over before me what is mine. Can you say that?
All right, the people have spoken. We're going to do the bookmark first. So let's go into that. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to be switching. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this setup. Basically, Home Depot, we just got fake brick. Put that over there. Yeah, and then we got a light box off of Alibaba for like $50 for multiple lights. So thank you. Let's go into this. All right, so the good people want to do bookmarks. So let's go do this. So this is for creating bookmarks, so you know the timer, the timestamp. So when you create basically VODs and do that stuff. So let's look at this. We're gonna do Ecamm Live. Ecamm Live bookmarking time stamps. Let's do that. And what I'm gonna do is bookmarking timestamps. Ecamm Live. Let's take a look here, guys. Okay, so I've been doing this before. Okay, so it says guides, Ecamm Live, blah, blah, blah. Modification of history, Mac, RSSing, incredible well, price. Okay, that's not what I needed. Let's see. Ecamm Live, first time around, PDF book. If I'm using the wrong terms, let me know, someone, as well. Maybe I'm not describing it well. But basically, we have to timestamp your video, timestamp live streaming. How to specify starting a timestamp in a livestream.com video. Using timestamps. See, so is what TimeStream a program people are using too? YouTube provides a way to give someone a link. Oh, well, no, we already know that. Yeah, you just add that in the comments section. Let's see. Yeah. Sometimes we draw attention. You click this link. Sharing timestamps are easy. Anyone seeing your tweet will start watching at the time. Yeah, but we need to do timestamps. I don't care about this. Thank you for this, but you're not helping me. Someone's joining to watch this. All right, I'll fave it. But still, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Comment in the section, comment in this video as I'm doing this too. If I'm messing something up. But timestamps, I need basically. So I've got a way that I'm thinking about doing this. So the video in Ecamm Live, I can see the rendering time. It says that it's live at 15, we've been here for 15 minutes, 10 seconds. Now, how can I record that so I know what's going on? Let's see. I'm looking in the settings. Options. When video ends. No. So, okay, I'm going to go section by section. So, in Ecamm Live, maybe I should just go to the help section. No, I've already tried to do this. So, Ecamm Live, they have this. If I can end session, I'm in the programs section right here. It says hide Ecamm Live, services, preferences. Okay, I don't really need that. Editing, copy post URL. Okay, and it allows me to copy post for YouTube Live, what I'm streaming on, Periscope, Facebook. That's not it. Allows me to add emojis too. That's not it. In the scene section, I can show scenes, New empty scene, duplicate scenes. It's not that. Score, screen share. Okay, file, choose file, intro, and that's where I can queue things up. So like I can queue this up. And right there, then it makes everything possible. So that's in the source. It's not there. Camera's not there. Mic, no, it's just letting me do that. Overlays, it shows all of my different overlays, and it also gives me an option of the recent, added scenes and things like that. So like, say for instance, we just had, Karima, you just said something. So right here, I can bring that up. Let's see. Yeah, everything that I'm doing right now is all through Ecamm Live. Recordings. Output, nothing. Options. I think it's only going to have to be external. I've got a really bootleg way of doing it. So this is what I was going to do. Okay, so let me know what you think about this idea. Okay, so for me, I was going to do this. I have a section in my everyday workflow of the episode, and then down here I have timestamps. So say for instance, if I'm doing an intro, I can do that, or see special questions or moments. I'm just going to say this: how to do timestamp. This is what I was going to do, right? So if I had the timestamp right here, I just look over in my Ecamm Live, and right now it's 1825. So then if I know that I want to go back to it, how to do a timestamp 1825, because on Ecamm Live, it tells me live what the exact second marker is when I scroll over it. I know it sounds kind of bootlegged. Let me know what you think about that, though. That's the only thing I can think about bookmarking the time. The other version is similar to how you do a video on a scene of a movie, or when you're syncing up your mic in the video, you'll do a clap, right? So if I'm looking at editing this on iMovie or whatever program I'm using, Adobe Premiere, I can look at the volume levels. So if I know roughly the time, say for instance, okay, I'm going to clap, and I know this is going to happen around, like, right now, this is like 1921, right? So as I've been talking, it's 1925. And the reason I'm doing that is, if I'm looking at 1925 on my timeline, I see there's a divot in no talking. So the audio is going to be really low. And I have a time aspect, a time stamp right there written on my notes. And then I know it's right around there, and I know how to cut the video. I know that might seem a little bit bootlegged, but that way I can do a time stamp like that. I don't know if there's going to be a hotkey. It would have to be a hotkey that associates the time of the live video. Maybe I'll say that. Is there a hotkey? Hotkey for live, for recorded time, for video. Ecamm Live. See, I can do that. Here are the hotkeys found within pausing videos. Stop current sound effect. Let me take a look at the hotkeys. Stream marker. Twitch has stream markers. What? Stream markers. Why didn't you tell me that's what people call it? Stream markers for Ecamm Live. Let me get out of here. We'll see about that. Twitch. Creating highlights. Thank you. Okay, there's tons of videos right there. Okay. Let's take a look at a couple things. Wait a minute. Stream Markers introducing Stream Markers API. Well, if they have a Stream Marker API, that means you can tap into it and create your own API with it. That means I could do it outside of Twitch. They'll integrate Stream Markers into your products. This is one of the most requested features. What? Okay. All right, so this is going to have to be a whole other episode. Because we're going to have to create an API to do this. To do it in your own programming. Grandma, thanks for finding that. Let's see. What? That's crazy. We're going to have to do a full episode about creating a Stream Marker API. Okay, cool. Good times, guys. Let's see about this. Ninja. All right. Good times. Good times. Thank you. So, okay, so this is what we're going to do next time. So, all right, I might just do it tonight too. Well, let's just see how far we can get with this. I got to see, first of all, I'm just going to say this right now. I haven't built out an API yet. I was looking at a couple no-code tools, how to do it. Let's see, API calls. This is, of course, no-code things. Where's my API? So there's a no-code API. There's this guy, no-code API. And there's the Google Sheets API, which is called Sheetsu. All right, so I'm just letting you guys know right now, if you want me to do this, this might take me a minute because I've never done this. So I'm going to actually have to learn how to make this firsthand. If you want me to do this in stream, I'm willing to do it, but you're going to have to hear me ramble on so I can learn how to do this right now. So before I do this, I can keep doing what I was doing with SendFox, or if you want me to just use this no-code API and try to build this stream marker, let me know in the chat. I'll let you guys decide. I'm taking a break with some Dr. Pepper. Let me know. Put it in the comment section. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm impartial. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna first knock this thing out with SendFox. Make sure that you start making money off of this, and then I'm gonna try to build this API. I think I'll have enough time to do both. It's only 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here. We started a little bit early. I think we can do both here. So, all right, let's just do this. Okay, let's knock this out. This is tempting, but then we got to read APIs and the documentation. All right, fine. Let's just knock this out real quick. We might have time to build the other thing. I got to read all that. Okay, so let's knock this out real quick. SendFox, how am I going to build this? Okay, I'm going to create a newsletter automatically after everything that I do. So I'm going to start doing this because I was thinking about, I've been psyching myself out writing an email about Build With Me anyway. So I'm going to go to ConvertKit. This is my intro one about what I was going to have for every email. It's going to say, this one's the intro one. We're excited to announce a new project to help you figure out how to create, there we go, your online brand and create multiple streams of, I don't even like how that sounds anymore. I'm just going to copy and paste this. Help you figure out how to create an online business quickly. I'm just going to use that. I think I'm saying way too much over there. Copy. Paste. This is episode 1. And then introducing Build With Me. Right there, that will be a link. And then it says your blueprint to create an online business quickly. The template that I'm going to have is, it says idea, how to start, hit reply to get help. To get help with your idea. I like that better. Thanks for being here and trusting us with your inbox. Let me know what you think about that. But that's the basic idea of what I was going to do. Now, what I was going to do right here is use this as a template. Put this over here in my template section. Every episode, I have this. Drop that down. Basically, we have this is episode, and then introducing, and then that's software. Software name goes here. And by the way, do you like these Build With Me's? Do you like them when I'm doing it about a certain software or about solving a certain problem? Let me know about that too. All right, and then it just says your blueprint to create an online business quickly. And then it says idea, how to start, hit reply. So what I'm thinking about doing, if I have this right here, this will be really easy to fill in. And then the rest of the episode is right there. Or I could, because then I could read it almost as a script. This is episode blah, blah, blah. We're going to talk about this. This is your blueprint to create an online business quickly. This is the idea for this episode, how to get started, hit reply. And then this is basically something I copy and paste. And then the rest of the episode, I'm doing the rest right here and just scrolling down. So let me show you in real time what I'm thinking. I take this, put this over here. All right. I go to episode 13, which is tonight. Okay, I drop down. Have this. Okay, instead of me always losing track of what episode we're on. Okay, so we're on episode 13. So I said episode 13. And then I say SendFox. SendFox, one word or two words? I think it's, what is it? SendFox is one word. SendFox, right? Build with me, right there. Your blueprint to create a daily online idea. Create a curated newsletter for your fans. How to start? Create a RSS feed from your content, so you can automate your workflow. What do you think about that? Hit reply to get help with your idea. Or I can just say hit reply to get help. I'm going to just say that. I think that's easier. Okay, so I'm going to have that. I think that's pretty easy. And then right here is all of the details right here. And I can even have right there, click here for the review video. Click here for the, should I say, the summary video of the episode. Like I say, full episode. Click here. Right? Summary. Could even say this, right? Summary video found here. Found here. Want the full episode? Click here. Okay. Maybe I should just do full episode, because the snippet episode might not be available quite when we send that. Okay, cool. I'm thinking about that. Want the full episode? Click here. All right, so let's go back to the preview. Well, let's go back to the template version. Or let me build with me. Because there's certain I like that better. Hit reply to get help. I like that too. I'm just going to take that. Go back to summary. What about that? The only thing is, do we have the feed for the full episode? So let's see about this. Let's go to YouTube. We're going to get the live footage. I'm seeing if we have the live footage of that. What's going on here? Yeah, everything going on with League of Legends. Okay. Got distracted, my bad. Okay, so we have this thing right here. So we have the build with me live right here. I wonder if I can take... Can we take this footage? Let's see if we can copy that. Put it in. Because I'm trying to, again, do one thing, do like one action, and then it works across the board. I'm saying, can I streamline my process where I'm actually in real time as I go live in the episode? I'm just adding the link, and then the link is there. You know what I'm saying? So then I don't even have to worry about going back, trying to do everything. Let's see about that. Link that bad boy. Okay. So let's try to use this. Okay. So this is SendFox right here. Or we're going to try this with SendFox and with StoryChief to go to ConvertKit as well. So I've got this right here. So this is episode 13, SendFox, build with me. Your blueprint to create an online business quickly. Idea, create a curated newsletter for your fans. How to start, create an RSS feed from your feed so you can automate your workflow. Hit reply to get help. What do you think about that? Comments. Let me know. All right, so if I've got that, this is what I'm planning on doing. Now, you can do this in two different ways. I'm going to show you how to do it in SendFox. I'm going to do it in ConvertKit just because I'm using ConvertKit because there are very specific features of it that has not appeared in SendFox. And I've told the SendFox team why I am not switching over totally. So I'm not one of those people bad-mouthing. I'm like, listen, I'm doing something very particular with my account. I need help. So they're like, we'll take a look at that. Anyway, if we're looking at the feed right here, I can add the feed here to see what happens. Okay, we're just going to do it. Okay, let's just do this so you can see the whole process. So I'm using StoryChief, remember? But to get a feed, to get your RSS feed, we talked about this in an episode earlier this week. Go to your website, especially if it's a WordPress website. You type in the name of your website, such as, let me just show you so you know I'm not lying, Brand Factory Inc., not Brad Pitt, Brand Factory Inc. /feed. Now, if you look at that, you're going to be able to get all this crazy code right there. You take that and then you put it into your RSS feed, which is here, add an RSS feed URL, and it's going to pull the content right there. So I'm going to test this out. Because it's for you guys, I'm going to do this twice and see what happens. So this is what you would do if you're creating a post, like a blog post or whatever. I'm just doing it from this section so I can create really fast. It goes to William, which is like a very, very easy, it's a very concise or lean blog. So if you don't have a WordPress or a blog post or a blog section, it can generate things like there. So I'm going to create a new story. I'm going to take a swig of Dr. Pepper. All right. And so I'm going to go here. No. Well, that's terrible. That's not what I wanted. So I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to take all of this. Take this. Take this. Okay. Okay. I'm going to leave it like that. Right. And the title I might say, how to create how to create a newsletter that your fans love within 20 seconds. Now, right there, just created this. Okay. I'm going to enable this because I already have it. So what I'm going to do is right here, I just created all this, blah, blah, blah. Summary, I can write a summary, an excerpt. A summary of your story displayed on an overview pages. Okay, I can do that, whatever. I can add a picture. You can do all that because then if it goes to William, it's just going to boost my SEO even more. So you might want to do that later on. Primary, I'm going to send it there. I don't want it any other place except the RSS feed, which I named it. No code training. Have that. Okay. I'm going to publish it. And we're going to see what happens. One second, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right. Let's go back. Let's make sure all done. Okay, good. Let's make sure the numbers are good. Okay, I'm back here. Okay. So, okay, let's go back to dashboard. Back to dashboard. Switching out a couple of things. There we go. Okay, so let's see what happened. Okay, emails generated. Nothing yet. Remember, it's a RSS feed, so it probably will take a little while before it recognizes, depending how long the RSS feed, like it might be only looking for it. Okay, so it's already right here for ConvertKit. Just depends on the automation, how many minutes it's rotating to look for an RSS feed. And then right here, look guys, it's already made my email. Right here, this is episode Build With Me. So I might actually have the title above it. Maybe. Right here. And then it's telling me, okay, we'll go to this one later on. And it's probably the episode I'm on. Yep. So now I can have it set up, and yeah, it will automatically just create an email for the people that, I mean, that's pretty good. So now you don't even really have to think about it. Yeah. Yep. So right there, we just used it as an RSS feed. And again, you can do this as a blog post too. But once you get the RSS feed, it already makes the email for you exactly of all the stuff that you're doing. So I was just copying and pasting all of this, put it in Story Chief, but you can do the same thing as on your blog posts, and then it will just pull the info right there. Excuse me. The reason I'm doing it through the RSS feed and through Story Chief, the reason I'm doing that is because then it will be even easier, right? It will be even easier to do. Okay. So we got that. How to create a newsletter that your fans love within 20 seconds. Yeah, I mean, right there. I think that's pretty good. Okay, let me know what you guys think. So, just created this. Oh, and so some people might be asking, well, that's not curated, that's just a feed. Okay, well, that is true, but a couple things you can do. If you don't want to do a one-for-one email, you go to the RSS feed, go to automations, RSS feed with ConvertKit, drop down. When I have the feed right here, okay, feed, drafted, right here, single or broadcast will be drafted each time a new post comes out, or digest, broadcast will be drafted on a schedule and assemble posts into a digest. So I can even say, okay, I'm going to do that, and it tells the day of how many different articles are being created to create that digest. You could even do it just one day. If you write 5 articles or 5 different videos, it will compile it. But also too, right here, I can have individual episodes of Build With Me or a weekly version of the Build With Me sequence as well. Right there. And the reason I like this is too, I have a list. I don't have a huge, email list, 2,400. But later on, if I wanted to, look at the numbers and I wanted to bring it down, you can use all the same automation and features of ConvertKit, all with 500 email subscribers before you pay. They just changed that. So a lot of the features, you can do that with the new free plan, which now that's a game changer, because before I think it opened at $29 a month. So it's still an investment, and now they're doing it for free. Come on. Now, again, if you have a larger list and you want to do this, you can still do this with SendFox. As you can see, it's not pulling the information yet, but it's going to, and it's going to make it an RSS. So there you go. So let me know, guys, what you think. If there's something you're interested in. I did it as well, just because I wanted to make sure that I started putting out an email with all the different episodes, and it was an easy way for me to have a plug-and-play system. Now, every time at the end of the episode, before I do the recap, all I have to do is fill this out, copy it, put it into StoryChief, and then I already have an email ready to go the next day. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about someone else copywriting. And what's interesting is you can actually see the interview that I was on with AppSumo. For the first 7 years or 8 years of their business, all they did was do an RSS feed pull. So the copy of the websites or the summary part of it, that widget just pulled in as the RSS feed in that summary section, kind of like in StoryChief. That's what they had go out in the email. So these are huge companies. So again, Chris from AppSumo was talking about it, and I agree. Don't let it be a problem when you're thinking about, where should I go? You got everything right there. Okay, so we just had that from Build With Me. So again, let's think about this. For Build With Me, for SendFox, who is this for? Brands and industry experts that want to connect with their audience. 3 business ideas. I have creating a curated newsletter with an RSS feed. Just showed you that. Being a industry insider. Again, you can do this with this tool, with Social Animal, but again, you can curate it and do it with this feed. And if you're worried about like how you can actually get more people or more content, I mean, just go to Social Animal, pull the feed, and then put it in. I gotta ask if they're gonna do an RSS feed. Let me just ask them real quick. Because if you had an RSS feed, bro, let me ask. I'm gonna say, greetings. Quick question. It's probably on the roadmap, but I'm gonna ask him anyway. Will Social Animal be adding a RSS feed URL soon for the platform? Let me add that. Cool. Okay, cool. Wait a minute, we got more questions. Okay. So, with Social Animal, let me just put this here so they can answer my question later. Then I can get back to you. Well, maybe they're talking to me. Oh, someone's online. Okay, the reason I would do is, we'll see what it says. But you can have insights or influencers. Influencers if I'm looking for people to promote my stuff. But if I have an RSS feed from insights and articles, it's already telling me what I should have based on the category, such as I put Star Trek toys, Gary Vee, marketing funnels, whatever I want. Then I get the feed. Then if I had an RSS feed, it goes directly to me. I could have the RSS feed go directly to my email. And then from ConvertKit, it will make the RSS feed from the curated content anyway. So that's even less work. Just a thought. Let's see. The other one is being a email curator for brands and e-commerce companies. So say for instance, if you don't have an idea or like, well, building an audience is a lot of work. Well, if you go in there and you say, hey, this is what I've done. This is where I can set up. Not only do I create this automation sequence, but I then analyze and look for efficiencies of what people are clicking on, the behavior pattern. Now I'm making email sequence for you, all of those things. They're going to hire you in a second. And if people can't afford you at that time, well, guess what? Then you just say, hey, I would do this for X percentage and without a retainer. Let's see. That's one of the requests that have been asked by quite some people. You could add your suggestion on the roadmap. And if we have enough demand, it might be considered. Okay. Yeah, it might be considered. Man, you need to do this right now. Please. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll do that right now. Okay. Yeah, we need that RSS feed, bro. Trending. Yes, submit RSS feed to track content. Move this card. Well, I don't know. How can I vote on this? How do I upvote? Oh, that's great. For your help. Okay, let's see about this. It's one of the requests. So, in there, enough demand, bro. But how do I upvote on this? I don't want to just mess up things. Made by. Comment on cards. Look, how do I upvote? Hold on. About this board. Public roadmap. Okay. Any user can. How to log in, really? Do I really want to log in right now? I'm not going to log in right now. Alright, fine. I'll do this later. Build with me. Alright. I'm not going to forget that, though. Okay. We're doing that. That's great. Okay. So, let's do this first section right here. Assignment. So, what would I do? Okay, what would I do? First 3 steps. He's getting back to me. Feel free to reach out if you have any doubts, and delighted to assist you. Support for your suggestion. You could write a review. Alright. Good idea. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to hit him up on Slack tomorrow, too. I'm going to do that right now. Well, not right now. I've got things to do. Anyway. Okay. We just did that. Oh, yeah. First steps. What do I do? First, pick a business idea. Number 2, reach out to 10 to 15 people based on whatever business idea you go with. Number 3 is create a newsletter format and send it to your target demo to see if they like it. Okay, so this is really important. Okay, so I want to talk about this for a second. So when you're creating a newsletter, do a newsletter that you care about. Do a newsletter that you actually would would want to read. Okay, so there are tons of newsletters you probably get daily. How many do you actually read? Okay, probably one, maybe none. Check out those ones. Why are they special? Why do you like them? Why don't you like certain ones? And then after, create a newsletter that you like. I'm not saying bootleg one that, in all intention, but think about how you're going to be able to do it. For instance, for us, I just created one. Okay. I like ones that have emojis, actually. So I'm going to be adding a lot more emojis to my titles. Think about the format. Do you like long emails? I personally hate long emails. I just want to I want to be able to scan very quickly. And so for me, how I'm going to do mine, you can see this, I want it really quick to the point. I want to know what it's about. What is this for? I'm probably going to move that to the top so I can understand this very quickly. And then idea, how to start, hit reply to get help. Want the full episode? Click here. I want it very, 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 very easy because I'm going to only spend maybe 5 to 10 seconds. If I don't like it, whatever. So the same way with my emails that I'm creating for newsletters. Now, a marketing email, I'm going to do a little bit longer, or I'm going to have more links, et cetera, et cetera. But for these kind of things, for the episodes, they're going to stay pretty basic for me, and see how people respond to it. But that's my inclination. Okay, so think about when you're creating one, what do you want to do? Yeah, yep, yeah, they suck. So to me, I'm not going to create a long email now. If you're having trouble and you're like, man, I need to figure out like which emails I should do or etc. There are a couple different ways to do this. Number one, just get an email address that you can send all of your newsletters to, watch those, and look at how they do their sequences and all of those things, right? So that's one option. The other option is using something like Catch Letter. Now, if you've never heard of Catch Letter, it allows you to basically put all of your emails that you get to look at, that you want to check out, and it actually allows you to add it, and you just track what's going on. And so instead of you sifting through it, you can look at competitors and look at their email sequences, and they're all in one place. So it's called Catch Letter. I don't know what the pricing is. I think it's lifetime now. Maybe not. Okay, Catch Letter. Yeah, it's $19 a month. But let me show you what it looks like. Again, come on, bro. I better have this stuff. I do not want to remember where I put everything. Ugh. That's the only problem. I forget where I have all my stuff. All right, fine. I'm going to try one more time. Would you believe that? Thank you. Okay. So over here, this allows me to see all of the places, all of the people that I'm following. All right? So I can look by websites. So Val Geisler, straight up from ConvertKit. I can look at all of her emails that she sent me over the last year or so. So 36, right? So I can view it. And I can start looking at how she structures the email. Also, I can just look at the email HTML. I'm not saying swipe it. You could if you want to. But it allows you to see what's going on with that company very quickly. And it allows you to see what's working, what do you like about them, what you might not like about them. And now I can track all of my competitors, things like that. I love copy hackers. I look at their sequences of how they do theirs. What is going on here? Boom. And then I can see all their, what they're doing. Perhaps the name. Let me go back. Okay, I went a little bit too crazy, I guess. But that allows me to see what's going on with the competition, all that stuff. So if you want, and you're really trying to understand what's going on, just look at what's happening. See? I can see what's going on with the hustle. Oh, wow. Prepper's going crazy with this thing. Anyway, right there, and then it drops down. I can look at what's going on with the stories as well. Just an idea. If you're trying to get an idea of what's going on with newsletters, the volume graph of all websites, it tells me what's happening, how many emails I'm getting, all that kind of stuff. So I think I get unlimited amount. I gotta check. Catchletter.com. So I got that as a lifetime deal. I don't think they do that anymore though. What is the pricing? Okay, 20 websites. Monitored. $19. How many do I have on mine? Lifetime. 100. Yes. Yes. All emails captured and available for entire team. Competitor analysis. All future updates. So 100 websites. What are they charging? Yeah, so kind of in this price. I'm fine with paying that. 99 for 100. Okay. So that's just a side point. We got a little bit off track. Okay. Now, that is what I would do for SendFox. So let me know what you think about this format. Let me know what you think about the email RSS feed idea, if you like this. I thought this was pretty interesting because then whenever you create, again, I'm always talking about create one piece of content. Create your large piece of content and then make sure that you're creating a system that way it can be done so much quicker. So I'm creating a process so I have to do less work, right? So my pillar content, again, is build with me. I don't want to spend a lot of time chopping it up and trying to figure out what the best thing is. For me to put out to my audience, what do I need to do? Excuse me. What I need to do is first, I need to put this out to my email list. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Almost died. So what I'm doing is I'm creating this whole document to send out to my email list and the link to the full video. Again, a lot of people I already know are not going to know how to do this. They're going to hit reply to get help from me anyway. But I want them to know that I've created something and it's a large volume of work. So the full video clip is already there. How am I getting the full video clip? I'm already going live, so I'm going to YouTube Live to grab the URL so I don't have to look at this later. I don't have to do so much work. I can just, when it pulls in the information, I can say, yes, love the title, let's go. Then you go from there. So this eliminates a lot of time and energy, and people are there. Then, for the timestamps that I'm going to figure out later on, I'll do it at another time, maybe for tomorrow. I'm going to look at how to create timestamps so I can create VODs very, very quickly. And again, then when they're here, I might create a link. I might do a link to the show notes. I might do that because the show notes are going to be done too. I might say, here are the show notes of the episode. And then really, it's just this document that I'm working on. I mean, that's not bad either. Then they can just come to this website. Let me know what you think about that. Might do that. Show notes for the episode. I might do that. What we got here? Oh, build with me link. Yeah. I got you. Here you go. Yeah, so the show notes are going to be a little bit different. The Facebook Live integration allows you to have transcription. So the transcription will write show notes for the whole thing, but it's going to be like verbatim what I'm saying. The show notes that I'm having is kind of like the notes of what's happening with the episode, which would be this thing right here. So to me, this is what the show notes would be. The transcription would be what Facebook Live creates. Let me know if that makes sense. But I'm thinking that I'm going to do like, here are the notes for this episode, and it's literally like SendFox. And so then they can just click on this and get the full thing. Let me do that. Like that. Exactly. Yeah. So, hold on one second. Yeah, exactly. So, okay. So, right here, basically, this is the formula that I'm going to use. I'm going to just take this, copy that. Just going to put this right here. Cool. Edit. Cool. Yeah, timestamp notes would be ideal. Yeah, let me think about that. Let me do this. Because I just want it to be blue. I thought I could just change it real quick. Let me just do this real quick. Cut that out. Just add that. But I think I think I'm gonna have to find out like that API thing. Maybe let me just do this. Insert. Let's see, opens new tab. There we go. I might have to add. I think that's fine now. I was gonna say, well, I'll tag them even more, but I think if they're already subscribed for Build With Me, and I'm sending this out as an email, I'm okay if just knowing if they're clicking whatever. I don't need to tag them in ConvertKit if they're already segmented to be on the Build With Me newsletter anyway. So I'm just going to leave that there. I was thinking about that. Maybe it would be too much. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to bookmark. I think I'm going to bookmark. Okay, let me do that. That's done. That's done. Okay, so like, for example, I'm going to just show you in real time, like, what I would be doing. Do this. And that's the Build With Me. So buildwithdoc.com or this link is going to always take you to this. So let me send you this. Build with doc. So this is the official one that I used, and then I just did a redirect because it's an experiment. Oops. Okay. So because I'm having trouble with Periscope, I can't get everything, I don't think. Tag them for their interests? Yeah. Yeah, I might do that. I think depending on the episode. See, and that goes back to, I might tag them for the interest of the episode, or maybe if I tag them for a specific type of Build With Me. So if I say, hey, this is for email creation, if they're interested in email creation, maybe I'll tag them like that. Yeah, interested in SendFox. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to do that. That's a lot of tags, but I do love tags. Yeah, I might do that. I think I'm going to do that. Let me see about that. Yep. I feel you. Yep. Let me see about that. I'm going to add that in the notes. I'm going to add notes. Add notes here. Notes for creating a newsletter with intention. Create tags based on interest of product, tools, and techniques. Yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that. Let's see. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so put that over there. Do you like the catch letter ID? Have you tried catch letter, by the way, Karima? Let me know. Yeah, I should segment the tags. Yeah, let me know if you've tried this out, if you like this one or not. It's an interesting one. I think I bought it a couple years ago. Okay. Okay. I'm working on that. I need time to think about that. Okay. All right, that's awesome. All right, so what we're going to do is, like we do every night, and showing you again behind the scenes of how we're doing this, we just had all of this stuff right here. This is pretty good. I think this is just going to be the show notes that you'll get if you get all those things. Yeah. Because if I'm there, and then I get that, I think that'll be good. Check it out. You might like catch letter. It's not like a must. It's just a really easy way to for doing things. But I mean, if you just get an email address anyway and just use it as a junk email, it does the same thing. Let's see. Let's pause this. Okay. Quit this. Their info. Interesting. Yeah, let me know who another company that's doing that too. Okay. So I've got this. All right. Let's see about this. All right. So, sure I get everything because now we're going to do the wrap up of the video. See this? I think tomorrow I'm going to be able to work on that API thing tomorrow because I'm like, I need to do some reading so I don't jack anything up. I got to watch some videos. Matt, it's up to you. I can do it now. No, we'll do it tomorrow. So we're already at an hour and a half. We'll do it tomorrow. But we'll break this down. We're going to make an API for stream tracking. That's what we're going to do. Stream markers. Let me write that down. Stream markers. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to use probably no code. Hopefully they can do that. I'm going to reach out to them and see if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. What's the pricing on this? Active application, please. Shoo. It's worth it. $2.99 a month. What we got for this? How much is it for this? Shih Tzu. Free for 200 requests per month, 20 rows. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we'll knock out both tomorrow. We're gonna test it. We'll see what happens. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, so let's do a wrap of this video, shall we? Okay, let's do this. All right, coming up, and let's get this show on the road. And here we go. Hey everyone, again, this is Doc Williams with Build With Me. And again, thank you so much for being here tonight. Tonight, we're talking about SendFox and how you can create a newsletter or some kind of feed where you can start talking to your audience, the fans that love you. And you can do this within 20 seconds. So in this episode, we talk about how you can use SendFox to create an automated email sequence so you can create that curated newsletter and all the different ways you can do this with your business and really why you should care about doing this. So we're going to be talking about this. Now in this episode, what we did was we used SendFox, which is, you know what, I'm just going to redo this whole beginning. This whole thing sucked. I'm just going to read my cue cards. That's what I'm going to do. I don't even have cue cards. Look at this. And that's why when you're doing this, you can do whatever you want. Half these people aren't even watching me. They don't care what I'm doing. I'm doing all of this. I do what I want. Let's see, I'm restructuring some things. Hold on, guys. This. Okay, look at this. Put that there. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to have a better life now. I'm going to put this here. Like that. Put that there. Put this here. Look at that. Idea. That looks beautiful. We don't have to worry about this the rest of our life. That looks great. I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to go back over here for a second. Build with me. Drop this back. Going to have that. Going to use the title of what I just said instead of stumbling over. Like I don't know what I've been talking about. Like maybe I've been talking for way too long. Taking that. Take that title. Do this. Yep. Yes, yes, and yes. So I have all of that right there. We go right there. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I'm going to drop down. Going to do this. That is wonderful. All right. All those things are great. And this is going to be great. Take this. Drop the rest. Okay. So I have a marker. 127.05. All right. Let's start this again. And here we go. Hey everyone, this is Doc Williams with Build With Me. Now, if this is the first time you've ever seen this show, I build a business live every night to help you shift to building an online business quickly. Now, tonight, this is episode 13, where we're actually using a tool called SendFox. Now, what we're doing in this episode is how to create a newsletter that your fans love within 20 seconds. So we're using this tool and we're teaching you how to expand your reach and really make sure that you're capitalizing on all of your fans and have them listen to what you're talking about. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about the tools that we're using and what kind of businesses you can do for your brand or if you want to do a service. So come with me. Now, as we go into this episode, as you can see right here, we have a summary right here that is found in our newsletter every single week, but we're giving you some more details. This is all the show notes that you're going to be getting if you go to this page or you subscribe. So the reason we're doing this is we're doing this for brands and industry experts to connect with their audience. Now, what level do you need to be to get started? It can be entry level. You don't need to go too far. You don't need to know too much. It's all right here. Now, the business ideas that we created tonight as we were live, 3 different types of businesses. Number 1, creating a curated newsletter with an RSS feed, either being an industry insider by having an RSS feed and you're giving all of those tips and tricks that you've already curated and now giving it out to your audience, or the third one, being a email curator for brands and e-commerce companies yourself. And that way, other people get to pick your brain or understand your methodologies or your sources and have that implemented for them. So how do you get this done? Well, the first 3 steps that you need to think about is you've got to pick a business idea. Now, we had 3 right there. Do you want to create your own curated newsletter? Do you want to be an industry insider and be able to show the tips and tricks? Or maybe you want to have a job in email marketing and creating brands with email sequences. Pick one of those business ideas. Then you need to reach out to 10 to 15 people based on whatever business idea you want to go with. Okay, so after you decide on this, you have to show people your talent, right? So if you're creating a newsletter, instead of just saying like, this is going to be the greatest, think about what kind of audience you want to serve. Is it something that you've already had talent in, success in, or maybe it's just a hobby, but you're really passionate about it? Once you think about that, go out to people and say, is this something that would interest you? Would you be interested in reading about this? I'm thinking about putting together a curated newsletter or insider information. And they're going to say yes or no. They might ask you, well, tell me more about it, or that doesn't make sense. Listen to what they're saying and then be able to build upon that as you reach out to the next person. The next thing that you have to think about is, are you doing this for a job? Are you trying to do this as a service for someone else? If so, they're going to ask you, well, have you done this before? Have you done this with certain types of clients? You should already be ready to show them, number 1, the reason why they should pick you. Either you've had a lot of success and show them the numbers of what have had, how you have impacted someone's business, or perhaps show them what you've done. And if you have your own email list, they'll see the streamlined approach of what you're doing. And if you've never done this before, do not lie. Okay, let them know where you're at, but let them know that your passion and what you've seen will lead to success, and go from there, right? The last part is create a newsletter format and send it to your target demo. Okay, so this goes back if you're trying to get hired or not. If you're trying to get hired, show them an example. So that's your portfolio. If it's people that you're just trying to get on your list, show value. Okay, so for example, even with us, when Build With Me, I'm not sure if anyone really cared, but I told people the concept. A lot of people said that was cool. I told them what time, and I said, hey, if you can't join us live, go to this page and sign up. And that's how the test was. And people started signing up. Every person, or a majority. And by the way, it was one-on-one relationships. Other people were like, hey, I saw you on AppSumo. I saw you here. I want to know more. And then I'd be like, hey, just subscribe. And you're going to know a lot more about this. And so look for the test of, if I send them this link, will they do it? Do they find value in this? And then you have your first 3 steps. Now, for an example, for us, and we talked about this in the episode, we do everything using the technique that we created from Brand Factory Inc., which is called the Gary Vee Content Model 2.0, where we're creating pillar content and then we basically create micro content and we distribute and see how people react to it. If you look at this format, just like this show, we're only recording 1 segment per day. And we're using this as all of our marketing campaign. We're chopping up from the top where you see the your blueprint to create an online business quickly. That becomes part of an RSS feed that goes out to our audience, right? And then this section where this is the summary of the entire Build With Me, which is almost 2 hours, you're getting this. And this segment, this was a 6-minute video, right? So we're actually practicing what we're preaching. But people see what's going on with our business, and that attracts them to the second part of why we do this is, if it's a good fit, we work with them either creating content, or we're also showing them how to create products and services that match what they want to do for their industry and show them what tools to use, what systems, workflows, and everything like that. So again, our newsletter is a causation of everything we're doing. So when you're creating your newsletter, think about what is the purpose of the newsletter? What could you create that someone would want to open every single day? And that's where you start. So again, thank you so much for taking the time for watching Build with me. We will come back tomorrow night with the next episode. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to create a better streaming experience for you and your brand. So again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.